Oh, my camera's drunk. Oi, we're sobering up. So as you can see, we had to improvise with an umbrella because, and this literally never happens in Wales. It's very unfortunate that it has happened on us, but it's raining, so we improvised. As you can see, ta-da! The bike is naked in the truest possible sense. Even the air filters come out. We've actually obviously made a few improvements to this thus far. You can see airflow has dramatically improved, so if it's a nice hot day you will be nice and cool. I mean, it's got no ignition, but that's not a huge problem. Okay, talk me through what was crap on the old bike and what you're going to now improve or fix, modify.
Difficult, isn't it? We want straight cut exhausts, starting so with a shorty muffler, probably ending around about here. We're going to have possibly set of new carbs. They're about 400 quid, so it depends if the budget's got them, and with little bugle trumpets. So we'll need some way of capping this back end off here. I believe we can get a new piece. The tricky thing is going to be trying to hide the battery.
So you're going to try and hide the battery?
Yeah, we need to try and hide the battery.
Because it's a bright, ugly green thing.
Big old battery. Dropping the forks, I mean they're fairly low anyway, but we can always drop them in the yoke. Drop them down, but the bars I want to be running across here in like a crescent. The lamp is far too big, so stick another lamp on it. Toying with the idea of taking inspiration from the guy who's done sea bass for his Virago. His indicators in the outer DRL, so each side will flash depending.
That sounds quite cool.
Sounds cool, yeah. I do like that.
It's new to me. Yeah, did you decide what you want to do with the foot pegs? You were thinking of maybe...
I like keeping both sets. Maybe we'll go for something billeted, but if we keep with both sets, one person can either use it and then put the feet back.
True.
And have a further forward riding stance.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to take a pillion, you can take a pillion.
That is true. A lot of them don't have any kind of pillion space.
The idea of having a 1+1.5 seat, so you've just got a tiny little bit on the back, which if you need to bunk up somebody, they can
sort of like your
on.
Ducati thing, where it's like the smallest bum in the world might fit on there, possibly on a good day.
Yeah.
Are you taking off the centre stand?
Yes, there will be. It's added weight, plus it adds a lot of visual weight down to the bottom of the bike, so we'll have to take that off.
Alright, so centre stand's coming off, and we are fixing the side stand because side stands on these bikes are notoriously crap. Great.
Well, we made it just before the rain.
Fucking hell, yeah. That's awful. That was a morning well spent. Right. Cool. So welcome to the Aitken-Smith garage. Unlike other garages, first of all, we can only fit one bike at a time, so they're more bespoke. And second of all, it's in a kitchen. Every kitchen, I think, should have a motorbike sat, pride of place, so that when people walk in the door, they're instantly awed and flabbergasted. Simply at how you actually got it through the gap of a doorway, which was not quite as smooth as Martin hoped, and smoother than actually I thought it would be. It genuinely did fit.
This is the one.
Motherfucker! Ain't doing it. No, that is perfectly the right size. So, it's in. Oh, you can't even close the door. You couldn't even leave it there and just sort of climb over to the kitchen. I'm just going to get a cup of tea. Ah, my hand. That really crushed my hand. Oh, it really, really did. That hurts. But it's in. That came at a price. That hurt. Well, it didn't go as badly as I thought it was going to go.
See, you're gonna have faith, haven't you?
Now then, this is going to sit here for a few months, hoping to finish around May, so that we're coming into the summer. As far as what we're doing to it, everything needs to come off, everything needs to be cleaned. He even wants to take the engine off. I mean, that's logical. You do need to give that some attention. It doesn't need anything necessarily, it's just to make sure that it's clean and then remount it. But obviously a very heavy thing and very difficult task. I'm glad to say I probably won't be here for that. Everything else, as I say, is coming off anyway. Everything's getting recoated, resprayed, shined up, polished. Things that we don't want are getting taken off and sold if we can sell them, or we'll put them back on if we need them. Things like the carbs, obviously that's a talk we need to have, whether or not we can afford new carbs for it. We don't need them, but again, they just look nicer. Changing the airbox if we can, that will change this little addition to the engine on the top there. And then hopefully a nice gap in here to show off the engine itself. Because it is a fairly unique engine, the Boxer Twin, we want to make it look unique and stand out, and they really do stand out if you do it properly. It sort of looks like someone's plonked a great big fat whopping plane engine in the middle of a bike frame. Everything needs to be streamlined, including the front to back weight distribution, so we want to drop the forks a little bit, which should make sure that the tank is completely parallel to the floor, which would be quite nice. Everything else though is up for debate really. We can change it, we probably will change our mains quite a few times before it comes to the end of this project, either due to budgeting, due to things not fitting. I mean, there's loads of seats that we might want to fit to this thing, but they just might not fit on the frame. We kind of want to change the tank for a smaller one from the R100, either down to an R9 or an R65, possibly if they fit. And then the last thing really is to do with the colour. We're thinking between either white or black. If you watch the end of this project, you'll know which one we chose. Surprise me, don't tell me, I'm waiting for the surprise. Black's kind of a conventional one, you see a lot of these in black. White is a typical BMW colour and it's quite nice, especially if you do the red, blue, dark purpley black pinstriping around the tank, which is quite a classical BMW colour. So, lots and lots to be done. Good job it's in the kitchen in the winter, because the garage isn't quite as appealing as a kitchen where you have media centre, television, music over in the corner, place to do your washing up. Obviously, if you've got parts on the bike you need to wash up, you can stick it in there and hopefully the oil won't make too much of a mess. Kettle and a coffee machine in the corner. What more could you want from a garage, honestly? Nothing. Cheers. Although it's Christmas, so kitchen doesn't look festive enough for me. So we'll at least make a bit of an effort with the house. There we go. Merry Christmas.